Welcome back to episode 302 of the Guide and Guns podcast. I'm your host, Troy.
And I'm your other host, Doug.
We use this podcast to talk about guide guns and the responsible Christian gun owner's interest. On this week's show, we'll be talking with Tony Moore, founder and CEO of Outdoor Media Group. So we'll be talking to him in just a few minutes. First, we want to thank a bandwidth sponsors, the Firearms Radio Network, for all the shows they put out there for us, and also our new sponsor, Primary Arms. Primary Arms seeks to provide the best shopping experience for everything firearms with over 13,000 products and over 400 top brands. Primary Arms carries a complete selection of rifles, handguns, firearms parts, shooting gear, apparel, and more. Every order comes with a commitment to superior service backed by fast shipping and an expert support team. So check those guys out. If you haven't already, we're still waiting to get some things from them to test out for you guys. But if you could, let them know if you do order something, let them know that you appreciate them supporting our show. Also want to thank Patriot Patch Company for supporting the show, for giving us patches and stickers and signs, and I got stuff all over the place. If you guys didn't know it, they've got signs for your man cave, got your gun rules on here. They've got shirts. They've got all kinds of stickers and patches, and they have a monthly patch club. I think they got a clearance on a whole bunch of leftover patches that they're selling in a grab bag type fashion. So check those guys out over at patriotpatch.co. Jake will take care of you and get you what you need. All right, this week's Guide and Gun activities. Doug, what have you been up to?
Let's see. This week, man, I ain't been up to a whole lot. On the God side, Sportsman's Daily Devotional, a hospital devotional, and this past week, got to make it to church on Sunday, so that was a good thing. And had a good service there. Not a whole lot of people in the service, but it was good. On the gun side, I've been doing, of course, everyday carry. Man, I've been waiting on getting my truck back. It's been killing me, dude. It's supposed to be back tomorrow. I know they want to get it done because they're getting tired of me texting them every day, getting a status. But it is put back together. It's all painted up, and it's sitting at the dealership right now, actually being scanned to make sure everything's checked out, everything's good, and they're replacing that front rim on the side and doing a new alignment, getting it all lined up. So all goes well. I should get it tomorrow. So we'll see. I'm hoping. Hey, I like my new shirt, man. When you got me a new shirt?
Cat in a hat. Come and take it. Yeah, that's what you do to people that are trying to cancel. You just make fun of them, laugh at them.
That's it.
That's what they hate, man. They hate to be laughed at.
Kind of like Biden's press conference today.
Oh my gosh, that was so horrible to watch. That guy has no clue where he's at.
None.
He doesn't know where he's at. He's just reading teleprompters and notes, and
I like the way he knew exactly who he was going to call on, and he knew what page to turn to in his little binder to get the answer.
I know. They had it all set up for him, didn't they?
I was like, man, are you kidding me?
That's crazy.
I mean, I don't know why we thought anything different. I really don't.
Yeah. So that was all your stuff? You done?
Let's see what else. Well, I've been playing with the radio, man.
Oh, yeah.
Me and you've been playing on it for like an hour, trying to get me all set up with this new.
We're about halfway there. You can hear, but you can't receive. You can't transmit.
I can't transmit. I can hear y'all talking, but I can't talk to you. So not sure.
We don't have all the updates up yet, though. So
no, I haven't done. I ain't got the updates. I think that'll probably make a difference.
Yeah,
I'm hoping it makes a difference, but it's not letting me transmit out. But I can hear you guys fine. So not sure. But anyway. So that's about it. I ain't done much on the guns. I ain't done much of nothing this week, dude. I've been getting the beat down at work the last couple of days. It seems like it's just one thing after another. So I don't know. I'm glad tomorrow's Friday. I ain't gonna lie. Yeah. What about you? What have you been up to?
Well, I have been up to no good. That's for sure. Let's see. Bible reading, watching a lot of sermons. We did not go to church Sunday. I can't remember what the reason was. but for whatever reason, we didn't go to church last Sunday. But we did watch online, and we had we've been looking at some other churches, things like that I mentioned before. We've been watching lots of other sermons from different places, but I imagine we'll be with Calvary for a little bit longer. Probably going to go on a mission trip this summer to Montana again. Daughter's looking forward to that. Going to be my daughter's going on youth trip and stuff like that. So well, I'll be doing church security this Sunday, and she'll be doing, my youngest daughter will be doing nursery, and so we'll be back at church this Sunday. Well, let's see what else happened. Not a whole lot. I mean, working around in the house here, some projects here and there. Ran parents to the doctor, Louisville, on Monday for more another echo test, and results from that were good. They were the same. They didn't get any worse, and the stents that were put in were effective, and so he's doing better with that. That's my dad, and so we're supposed to go back today and get the results, and they said that they could do a phone interview, which a phone visit, which was better because you don't have to go up there and wear a mask and load and unload and all that stuff. Just talk to the doctor about what the results were. So they just talked to him over the phone, saved a trip up there. And then been working on radios like you. Been working on truck rig. I've been working on this little repeater I'm trying to set up here at the house. I just got to get it strapped up to the side of the house and run the coax through the wall. I had a hammer drill, but I don't know where it went to. I'm thinking that it might have been borrowed and not brought back. So getting through that concrete will require a hammer drill. Or I might be able to run it through an existing hole up there where there's something else running. I'll have to look and see. I've got this drop tile ceiling down here in the bunker, and so I can access most of that up in there and just run down here. I'm wondering if I'm going to have too much RF down here in the basement with all these electronics and stuff. It's going to have to shut all this stuff down when I'm talking on the radio. But we did set up a new on the Facebook. We have a Facebook group for Gun Hams guys. So you guys out there that are ham radio licensed people, we would welcome you to join our ham group so that we can talk all about the nerdy stuff over on the side, not fill up the main thing with the stuff people don't really want to hear about. If you are a ham or you're studying to be a ham, we'd welcome you in, and you'll just need to request that. I think that's maybe something. Just send us an email or text or a Facebook message or whatever, and we'll send you a link to it or send some way for you to be able to find that group. It might be a hidden group. I don't know. I have to go back and look at the settings. So we did that. We set that up. So I think we got like 5 people there now. So I know there's a whole lot more hams out there. A lot of you guys have thrown your call signals out there before. So if you have Facebook, send us a message with your call sign and all that stuff, and we'll get you in that group. And we're going to try to have a net. We've got Fusion. That's what Doug was working on tonight. Get his jumbo spot up and working so he can get online and get on the Yaesu System Fusion, or you can even do cross mode over to DMR or D-Star or some of those. I don't know if we can do D-Star from Yaesu System Fusion. I think it doesn't let you do that, but that's a whole nother stuff that people don't really care about. So that's pretty much most people care about. Some of you guys care about it. I know some of you guys out there are caring about it. My teeth have healed up well. I had a lot of people asking how I was doing. My teeth, jaws are better. The teeth are getting firmer, so that means I'm assuming that bone is starting to grow back where it had been, where they went in there and lasered it and injected it with a bunch of antibiotics. It's messed my stomach and digestive system up with all the antibiotics. I've been on 2 different rounds of antibiotics, plus they put some kind of antibiotic type shots in my jaw bone, and so all that combined has had my stomach in an uproar for the last 3 weeks, and so I'm looking forward to getting back to a normal schedule. Plus, eating all this soft food is just, man. I've
Oh
had
yeah.
all the yogurt and cottage cheese, and I can stand stand for now. So we are. I'm about fed up with it, but I do get to eat ice cream, so that's the one saving thing of it. Oh yeah, you can eat high fat ice creams and stuff like that. You need your nutrition for that bone to grow and calcium. So you're saying cottage cheese and yogurts and
Yeah, that's like saying, if you get your tonsils taken out, you can have all the ice cream you want, but they don't tell you don't want any.
yeah. Well, it's not as bad as a tonsillectomy. I had the tonsillectomy, and I know what you're talking about. The first food they gave me when I had my tonsils taken out was scrambled eggs, dry, bland, no salt,
Yeah.
hospital scrambled eggs. And it was like eating tissue paper. I'm done. And I didn't want nothing. I didn't eat for like 3 days after I had my tonsil taken out because I couldn't stand, even with ice cream, couldn't stand it. Just have you had your tonsil taken out?
Oh yeah, I had them taken out when I was like first grade or something.
Yeah, I was
Well, I
12.
think mom got a 2-for-1 sale. She got me and John at the same time.
I think they took every kid's tonsils out when we were young. But I had mine out when I was 12. I had 22 stitches. It was mine had already grown in, and they took the polyps and adenoids. I was a mouth breather till I was 12.
Yeah, I was too. They got my adenoids too.
Oh well, we won't care about that. So, concealed carry EDC got the Staccato C live, loaded, locked, and cocked, and ready to rock. My carry gun for the night, and carrying it in my Super Tuck Frankenstein holster I made myself out of other Super Tuck crossbreed holsters.
Out of pieces
Pieces of parts, and I've got the mag carrier for the. I've actually got the STI's got their own mag carrier. I don't like it a lot, but it carries the mags really secure. No, actually, it's not a STI. Excuse me. It's actually a Springfield XDS mag 2-mag holder. The holster, the magazines for the 45 ACP. The 9mm mags fit right in there, tight, snug, and hold it right in the right location. And
Really?
since my Dunlap is not lapped over no more over there, I can carry it on the side. So it don't poke me like it used to when I was about 100 pounds heavy.
Get rid of your tactical muffin top.
Yeah, muffin top's starting to slim down a little bit. Slimmer down a little bit. All right. What are you packing tonight? What's your EDC?
Oh, I got the Glock 19 with the student of the gun night vision sights on it.
Cute.
And I got this radio, and I poke your eye with it if I had to. Oh, look at that! That's pretty cool. The little.
You see the dot?
Yeah, you can see the dot on it. That time.
That glows in the door.
Dude, I've been messing with radio so much. Even my wife told me the other day. She said, "Man, you stay on that thing all the time." I'm like, "I don't talk on it. I'm just listening."
Yeah, it takes a while to get used to them and know how they work and what buttons do what. And it's you do a lot of listening first, and then you learn how to do the other stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We'll get you on there. We'll get you on before long.
Daryl said he was offended by my shirt.
Oh, don't be offended.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Cat in the hat.
Yeah, come and take it.
Oh,
I can tell you, I've hurt a lot of people's feelings this week.
oh.
And I know Daryl's just playing, but oh yeah, it's just I've been going off of recent. So Brian, that is a Hodge twin shirt. Sure is.
Cool. Well, we got a whole lot of people over here. So, what's the joke of the week?
So joke of the week. Since I made a comment this morning about going golfing and relating as a female, so I could tee off on the red tees, which are the ladies' tees, just for the one day, so I could get the the benefits like everybody else seems to be doing. This is a golfing joke. So Jesus and Moses are golfing. Jesus said, "Watch this drive. It'll be just like Tiger Woods." So he hits the ball and it lands in the lake. Moses says, "I'll get it." So he goes down to the lake, parts the water, and retrieves the ball. Okay, Jesus says, "This time it'll be just like Tiger Woods." So he hit the ball, and again, it lands in the lake. Moses goes down, parts the water, retrieves the ball. Third time is charmed, Jesus said. "Watch, just like Tiger Woods." And the third time, the ball hits into the lake. Moses said, "This time you can go get it yourself." So as Jesus goes down walking on the water looking for the ball, a crowd is formed, and one guy says, "Who does he think he is, Jesus Christ?" Moses said, "No, he thinks he's Tiger Woods." You hadn't heard that one before either.
I have not heard that one. That is a new one for sure. All right, we got a Bible verse, and then we'll be bringing on Tony in just a moment. So let's go ahead and open up the Bible verse this week. We'll be coming to you guys from Genesis. Genesis. Let's see. Where are we at? Got people popping up. Rim shot. Okay. Genesis 50, verses 15 down through 21. When Joseph's brothers saw that their father was dead, they said, "It may be that Joseph will hate us and pay us back for all the evil that we did to him." So they sent a message to Joseph saying, "Your father gave us this commandment before he died. Say to Joseph, please forgive the transgressions of your brothers and their sin, because they did evil to you. And now please forgive the transgressions of the servants of the God of your father." And Joseph wept when they spoke to him. His brothers also came and fell down before him and said, "Behold, we are your servants." But Joseph said to them, "Do not fear, for I am in the place of God. For as for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, to bring about that many people should be kept alive as they are today. So do not fear, I will provide for you and your little ones." Thus he comforted them and spoke kindly to them. Of course, the backstory of this is, if you know about Joseph's brothers, Joseph was of the multicolored or the many-colored coat, right, that created so much envy amongst the other brothers, Joseph being the youngest of the brothers, and his mother, they had a different mother, right? And so there was these stepbrothers, and they were all upset about how Joseph was the favorite. Joseph was the son of what was her name? My brain's done died on me, but Joseph was the favorite, right? And they all knew it. So they sold him into slavery. Well, they threw him in a pit, and then some slave traders come along. They sold him into slavery. They took his coat and threw a bunch of blood on it, took it to the father, and said he died. Of course, Joseph then goes to Egypt. And if you know the whole story about Joseph going to Egypt, he goes to Potiphar's house, which he ran that house really well. And then Potiphar's wife tried to seduce him. He got thrown into prison. And there he met the cook or the chef, I guess, for the king, who was also in jail, and the taster guy that had to taste everything, make sure it wasn't poison, so the king could eat it. So they were both there, and he foretold of what was going to happen, and of course the king had the Pharaoh had dreams, and nobody could interpret it, and then the baker, the cook, or wherever he was, remembered Joseph, and they went and got him out of jail. Of course, Joseph then became second only to Pharaoh in the country. He told them about the coming famine, and so they made preparation for it. All this. So then he sends for his family to come. They come down there begging for food down to Egypt, and he spotted them, and he played them to get them to all come down there and bring the father and the youngest son and all that, and to get him down there. And then, of course, he took care of them. He fed them and all that stuff. And that's how they ended up the 400 years of bondage. That's a whole lot of backstory to get to this part here. To get to the nugget of the whole story here in Genesis 50 is that when we go through trials and tribulations, like Joseph, thrown in a pit, sold into slavery, got thrown into prison, got, threatened to be killed, and all this stuff, all these things that happen, when we go through them at the time, it seems like a horrible thing. And why are we going through this? Well, God uses things that are awful and evil that people do to us, to glorify himself first, and to do his will, and his will was to save lots of people. He saved them because he used Joseph's ability to interpret the dreams of Pharaoh to be able to give them wise counsel, so that they would know that Joseph's God was the true God, right? So a lot of people were saved from this famine, and saved, because a lot of people were most likely trusted in Joseph's God, because he actually saved them. Go forward fast 400 years, and then they're all slaves again, because they started growing and multiplying, and so they said, hey, they're going to outgrow us. They start killing off the babies, and that's where we get to Moses and all that. But just the verse here that is very important is in verse 20. As for you, you meant evil against me, but God meant it for good, to bring about that many people should be kept alive as they are today. And so even at the end, when their father had passed away, they still tried to trick Joseph into not killing him. They still feared that, once the father was gone, that he was going to have them all killed to get even with them. And so they did not understand his heart, that he understood that God had used all of that for the purpose to save them and to provide for their needs and the things that needed to be done. So whenever we're under persecution, whenever we're stressed, and whenever we're feeling like that the world's against us and just want to give up, keep plugging along, keep doing the right thing, keep trusting in God, because at some point God is going to reveal his reason for why you have to go through that. I went through many years of that, and then God just opened up the doors and things flooded in. I'm not saying my life is because I didn't do anything to deserve what God had done in my life. It was all because of God's glory and God's decision to do that, and the things that happened in my life. Now, and we all go through, we all go through seasons of drought, right? We all go through seasons where we feel like that we're just drudging along, but keep faith. Don't give up. I saw some posts this week about where people are really depressed, and the high rate of suicide, and how many people, I just didn't realize how many people were so suicidal and felt like that no one cared about them, no one loved them. And you have to remember that, people are going to fail you. I mean, even your own family, even your closest friends stab you in the back. That's happened to me through my life. You've got family members that will do something stupid and abandon you. You got your own best friends, people you think are your friends, that will betray you. But there's one person that won't do that, and that's God. If you put your faith and your trust in God, he's not going to fail you, even though you might think he is. So even when there's times where it's dry and you don't really feel like your prayers are getting anywhere, it's probably because you're not in the right relationship. There's probably some unconfessed sins. There's probably some things in your life that are distracting you from being able to have a right relationship with God. But God won't be the one to stab you in the back. And you don't need to put your faith in other people and another girlfriend or another boyfriend or another husband or wife. None of that stuff is going to solve the need that you have in your life. And that need is to have a relationship with God. And so my encouragement is to you to get plugged into a good church, get in the scriptures, get in the word, and find out about this God that we serve, that Doug and I serve, that we put our faith and our trust in. If you have any questions, you guys can email me, and I'll be happy to answer. If you guys need prayer, we've always answered prayer requests here on the show. So, coming up next, we have main topic is Tony Moore. He's the founder and CEO of Outdoor Media Inc., and we're going to bring him right up here as soon as I get this Bible verse out of the way. Welcome to the show, Tony.
Hey, thanks. Glad to be here.
All right. So Tony's down in Texas. Is that right?
I am in the big city of Bowie, Texas, population 3. I mean, we're the place with the big giant Bowie knife. For Jim Bowie?
Yeah.
Yeah, they have it sitting out there. So, yeah, I live out in the country over here.
Is that a train?
That is a train way over there, and that thing, yeah.
I hear a train there.
Yeah, it comes by about every hour.
Yeah,
Yeah.
when we first got married, my wife and I, we had a little house, and it was about a quarter of a mile from the railroad track. The first couple of weeks, it woke us up every time it went by, and it went by like 7 times a night. And there was a railroad crossing like a mile down the road. There's another railroad crossing by another mile down the road. So we heard the horns there. We heard the horns there. After the second week, we didn't even hear it anymore.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't live by them. I mean, it's my office. I live out in the country. We don't have a railroad track, thank God. I mean, that would keep me awake. Yeah.
Well, we're glad to have you on the show tonight. We got to talk a little bit this afternoon, find out a little bit more about each other. But tell us the mission of Outdoor Media Group and what your business plan is, and who your customer base would be, and how that can benefit our listeners out there. Like, I think it's going to benefit us. I told you before that I'm going to need to get my guys to talk to I'm going to need to get Doug to talk to your guys about getting us maybe set up on your guys' network. So that sounds like a good deal for all.
Hey, you're fine. I'm the CEO of a technical company, and I'm not technical. So hey, that makes sense, right? So 5 years ago, I came up with this idea, and I partnered with a guy, and the idea was this. I started seeing the handwriting on the wall. I got tired of the fact that everything we do today is basically open source. So even email that you think that nobody's looking at, there's an algorithm run on every email instantaneously, and it's sold in real time. Before you even get a chance to read your email, whatever was in there that was sellable is sold. It's gone. And I used to tell insurance agents, if you ever wondered how you guys bought a lead and the company that you bought the lead from said, I swear we didn't sell it to anybody else. Yeah, they didn't. Google did. So, because they'd email the leads to them that were on cards, but that's the stuff that, Google would run an algorithm, see that, and they'd put it in their little bucket, and they would sell it off to a company who sold those leads. So everything you say do was under that preview. Well, I said, that's not right. I mean, I'm sorry, I'm old school. I believe in the Constitution. I believe we have a right to our privacy. So we decided first to start as an email company to give free email that nobody reads, right? It's private, secure. And we decided since we're both outdoorsmen, let's make it cool. Let's make it outdoors. So we started Outdoor Mail. And then along, the lines, we've got Black Rifle Mail, Preppers Mail, Veterans Mail, Rural Route Mail. We got all kind of cool little acronyms that people that something means something to them, right? We Anglers Mail, Fisherman's Mail. So anything outdoors, we thought of it, or we'll think of it, and we'll put it out there. My partner's the techie. He's a little background on him. I mean, he actually worked with Apple, with Steve Jobs, but he had his own telecommunication company. So he's really dived into that tech world, whereas I knew how to turn on a computer, but I just didn't like the fact that when you turned it on, everything was right there in front of everybody. Well, then things happened in my life. We kind of slowed it down a little bit. As I told you about, having a daughter pass away. Both my wife and daughter had cancer. So I slowed things down a little bit. And when they got put in remission, we started working back. And then my daughter had surgery on her back. Another doctor who was supposed to take care of stuff made a mistake, and I lost a 30-year-old daughter. Oh. So we're now raising our grandson. But then we got back on track, really started moving things along. And then big tech doing what big tech does, I didn't like. So I said, we're probably going to be kicked to the curb at some point. Right. So I decided to go out and find a way to not get kicked to the curb like Parler and all those did here recently. And I wanted to where our customers could never get kicked to the curb. So we found another partner. They provide all the fiber. They own the fiber. We own all the servers. We rent nothing from anybody. So if they say you're off, I have to laugh at them and go, I don't know how that would happen. I own everything. So we decided that since they're kicking people off now, hey, and all your listeners out there, here's what's important. If they don't like what you do because they don't like that you like the Constitution, you like guns, whatever it is, don't matter. They kick you off, call us. We'll put you back on. And there's nothing they can do about it. Not one thing.
That's
So-
cool. When we were talking earlier today, the ability that you have just to be able to thumb your nose at them and just keep on running. That's
Yeah.
awesome.
Well, and everybody that uses emails got to realize where these people got their money. Like I told you, everything that you put in your email is sellable, right? So you become a product to them. You're their product. And they use the money that they got from selling you as a product and fight against the very rights that you hold dear.
Right.
These big tech are all liberal companies. They don't want us to have guns. They don't understand guns. I mean, we all know the Colorado shooting that happened. And what do I see all over my stuff is, we need to ban guns. These guns did this. No, an insane man did that. And
Right.
as I tried to tell them, it says, if you look at the first murder, it was Cain and Abel. And Cain picked up a rock with his hand and killed his brother Abel.
Mhm.
And from that time, people have been picking things up with their hand all the way up to guns and killing other people. But it takes their hand.
Mhm.
Evil's, as you know, is all in our heart.
Right.
And hey, you can't, there's always going to be insane people. And all you do by saying gun control is giving them more access to shoot more people.
Right.
Right.
So I believe in the Constitution. So we decided, hey, nobody else, if you ever notice, has ever let the gun industry advertise. They say no. It's right in all their little deals. Prohibited advertising. Guns is at the top. I thought porn would be at the top, but it was not. It's guns. They really hate guns. Ours is totally different. Top of our list of prohibited. We don't do porn, but we allow guns.
Mm-hmm.
Because, hey, all of us are people, outdoor people. And when I say outdoor people, I'm trying to reach everybody out there that understands. I don't care if you hunt or not. If you love the outdoors like a true outdoorsman loves the outdoors, we want you. If you want to snowboard, skiing, all that's outdoors. You're loving the outdoors. But they got to understand that the money that they enjoy all that outdoor stuff with comes from us, right?
Right.
Hunters, fishermen, if they don't buy a license, there's no money for conservation.
Right.
Biggest conservation group that I know of is Ducks Unlimited. What do? They hunt ducks. They're also responsible for putting more wildlife back into play than anybody else. They have rescued more lands that were in dire straits, brought those wetlands back to life, brought those animals back to their habitat. And now instead of having endangered species, we have a lot of thriving species. And that's done with who? Hunters.
Mhm.
So we're not bad people. We just like to see where our food came from.
Yep.
That's it. I've been hunting my whole life. I never looked at it as anything but putting food on the table. And, I try to explain to people, I don't go out there with the intention of, oh, God, I get to kill something today. Deer is a magnificent animal. I don't enjoy killing it, but that's how I get the food to the table. I enjoy being out there.
Mhm.
But I know that deer, to get into my freezer, he's not voluntarily walking in there and jumping into pieces. So it has to get done somehow.
Yep.
So I'm trying to reach out to all of the people out there, get them to understand that outdoor people are good people and that we all have something in common. Even, like the global warming people, they don't, hey, we have something in common. We all love our planet. We
Mhm.
just don't believe in the same things you do, but we do want our planet to be in good shape for our kids, our grandkids, our great grandkids, so they can enjoy the traditions of hunting, fishing, and outdoors that we do. And we don't like people trampling on other people's rights.
Right.
So we created that. We also created some other unique things that I was telling you earlier. We're doing the Get Outdoor stuff. It's a place where you can buy, sell, trade anything outdoors, guns, ATVs, UTVs, four-wheel drive. I even got a bulldozer that's fixing to go on there. It is outdoors.
Cool.
So, yeah. So we're doing that, and what we're doing to unveil it is we're letting everybody have 60 days free. Just come out, check it out, see how you like it, and if you like it, then we'll go from there. So.
We didn't talk about this before the show, but what about merchant, like cash check, like the credit card running, processing, all that stuff? You guys handle that as well?
We do all that. That was another thing I saw when Shopify kicked everybody off that was gun related. I was like, I'm sorry, y'all don't like money, but you know, at some point, some people need to look at it like this. Forget the politics. Business is business, and the gun industry is a big business. It's a huge business. It's actually the third largest business in the country. So they're responsible for putting more tax dollars into this country and generating more employment in this country than most people imagine. If they destroyed it, we as a nation couldn't survive. The economy would falter. Okay, because you can't destroy your third largest economy grower and throw it in the ditch. So we decided, part of the Get Outdoor stuff that we do here is we're going to have credit card services, website services. We build your own Shopify. If you didn't have one already, we can provide you one. If you have one you don't like, we can provide you one. If you're technical, you can bring your own website. If you're like me and say, hey, would you like a website? Sure, but somebody's going to have to build it. Even though we have simple tools, you can just pull down, click, just like everybody else, like a GoDaddy. You can just drag it over, make your pictures, make your quick website. We have that for you. But if you got a techie who says, no, I want a custom site, we'll do it ourselves, cool. If you say, hey, I want a custom site and I don't know anything, we got people to do that for you too. So,
What if you got a techie that's a hunter that likes to spend more time in the woods than he does making a website for you?
That's one thing we're working on is we got techies and we're teaching them to start to like the outdoors, So my goal for the company was to have a big place for everybody to go with shooting ranges and, all that stuff. We're working on all that. So I want these guys to have good, a lot of people in the tech world have never shot a gun other than, what is that one where you shoot online with a duck?
Nintendo.
or deer hunting online. I'm like, I promise you it's not the same thing. Yeah. So, we teach them, hey, we all lovers of the outdoors and be working for this company. You're going to learn to love it because we're going to drag you out at some point. Might be kicking and screaming, but you're going out in the woods with us. So yeah, we did that. One of the things we also did with Shopify, again, not just the gun industry, but any industry, because Shopify also kicked off here, everybody recently, that sold MAGA product. Come on.
Yeah.
They literally hurt their own. Even liberal stores sold MAGA product. Why? Because it made money. Right? And they kicked them off because they said, you're part of this riot thing. Anyone that did it, they were part of it. So they kicked those guys off. So we just said, we'll open your carts back up, whatever you need. We're here to help you. Again, we have all the servers that you could ever want, and the good news is, with a push of a button, we can get all the servers we need if we need more. We can just order them by the ton, and which we do. So, so those are some of the things we're doing, and we're working on a lot of interesting stuff coming down the pike to help everybody that has a conservative view that would like to be able to voice their opinion without being kicked off, which I feel is improper. As I told you today, I found out that Facebook kicked me off. I was on vacation last week, and I didn't even look at Facebook, but I got kicked off last week for a post from 4 years ago. They said it was inappropriate and did not meet community standards. They didn't tell me what post it was, but just that it was 4 years old. Who looks back 4 years ago? Says, let's kick him off for a week for what he did 4 years ago. That's
you'll get used to it.
Oh, I'm used to it. I've been kicked off so many times for saying like to another person's post. That was inappropriate community standard to like a post they didn't like.
Yeah.
Who knew?
I stay in Facebook jail.
Yeah, I'm gonna start getting orange clothes so I can look good. I'm rocking this prison suit for Facebook.
Yep.
So we decided, hey, we'll start looking at building something to take care of that problem too. Anything to help the outdoor world move their cause. Anything to help vendors say their stuff. Anyone that's out there that has a website and as I put it, always meets my standard. My standard was real simple. Don't make death threats. Don't make terroristic threats. And other than that, you're covered constitutionally. So if you don't do that, I'll put you on. I mean, but if you start threatening the president or something like that, I'm going to kick you off. And I'll tell you that up front. But I don't care what you call him. That's not my problem. If you don't like what you call him, that's called freedom of speech.
As long as you're not breaking laws, right?
Don't break no laws. I mean, if we all want to, hey, I seen one today I thought was great where, remember when he was walking up steps and he was tripping?
Yeah.
Yeah, they had one that was a little video where actually you see Donald Trump hitting a golf ball and hitting him and then falling on the steps and he's swinging it. Now, I thought that was funny. That got somebody kicked off of Facebook for a week.
We got another one for with Donald Trump throwing the first pitch out of the baseball game when he throws the ball and you see hit him, knock him down the stairs.
Oh, if Facebook eventually get kicking that poor guy out.
Oh yeah, he will.
Yeah, so
it shows you how pathetic they are, though, that they have to go around and shut down, people's public discourse. People being able to express their frustration, and they think that that's going to somehow make it, that they're going to control people. All they're doing is building more resentment and more walls. They're not doing anything but showing how petty they are.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we had one guy. We also do texting services and stuff like that, and we found that there was a company that got kicked off their texting services because they are a militia, right? And they've been one for years, and all they use their texting services for is to say, "Hey, we're having a meeting and so and so." So they kicked them off for inappropriateness. So we're picking them up. I'm like, that's some of the ridiculous stuff that goes on. Is like, hey. Last time I checked, that was covered in the Constitution. We have militias, Yeah. I mean, Texas, we have a huge militia. I know you guys have Oath Keepers up around your area.
Yeah.
They just got shut down.
Yeah. They got shut down for a while now.
Yeah. Hey, they listening. Come on. We'll put you back on.
I'm sending some messages up there to them, so we'll see if we can get you guys connected.
Yeah, I mean, these are the things that caused me to do this. I'm a veteran, and I have, all my friends that are veterans. We all fought for one thing: your right to live in a free republic, that follow the Constitution, and everybody that we voted in, needs to understand, because I think a lot of them have forgotten that we don't work for them. They work for us. They're our representative. We're their boss. And I see more and more of them think that they're their earl or some kind of lord, and that we are but servants. And I just don't think that works for me.
Yeah.
Well, thanks for your service. I'm a vet too. I'm retired, so I was talking to somebody today, and I made the comment. I said, well, under the new administration, veterans or patriots that spent 20 years defending this country, or 4 years, or however many years you spent, right. You served, you took that oath, and now you're considered, because you have a conservative view and you love the country and want to protect it still. Now you're a domestic terrorist, and that just tears me up.
And every time I say something, I'm either considered a racist, a terrorist, a crazy evangelical, because I make no bones about it. Even people who work here got to understand. They walk into my office, my right over on this wall over here. One of my favorite verses is sitting on the wall. So I have a Bible sitting back here. Hey, it is what it is. I believe in God, and if they don't like it, I don't care. I make no apologies for that.
Nope.
And I don't tell them they have to believe. That's a part of my job. My job is to tell them, hey, I'm a Christian. If you ever want to talk to me, my door's open. So we don't force it on anybody. And again, if they have a different religion, more power to them. Yep. So, but as they say, for me and my house, we shall serve the Lord. So that's how we are.
Good deal. Well, I've got your website is omgi.us.
Yes, sir.
and so I've got that
One of them.
one of the ones that you sent me. So
Yeah. Yeah.
we've got that up here. You can see your website here on the side. You contact you guys. It talks about your services, web development, financing, email communication. So all that's in the show notes for you guys if you want to find out about all the different things that they've got. The contact information, everything's right here for you guys. It'll be in the show notes. Plus, it'll be on the YouTube. We'll have it in the content there as well. So, is there anything else about how to get a hold of you guys, or any other services that you're coming out? I know you hinted at something coming up pretty soon for social media. So, what
Yeah.
you want to talk
Yeah, we're definitely working on that. We're keeping it on the down low right now, because
Gotcha.
when we unleash it, we want it to just be a surprise to
Good deal.
TikTok and all the big. I mean, hey, more I can poke a finger at the bear, the better I like it.
Yes.
But, you notice there was financing that includes guns. If the store, if some of the vendors when they come, we got credit card service. If they need, their customers need financing for guns, we can put in house for just about anything. I mean, UTVs, ATVs, anything they need finance, we can find. We have bukus of financiers that'll put in a deal in each store, and they can just get financing for whatever they need to buy there.
Cool.
The money goes direct to the merchant and not to the person. That way they don't forget to give the money away. So yeah, and the merchant's not responsible for anybody that doesn't make their payments.
Yeah.
So that's the important thing. Yeah, we've been doing that, and we've done other stuff. We also, if you see there's a little truckers thing in there, we do stuff for the truck world because, most people don't ever think about thanking those guys too, because that's a really hard job.
Yeah.
I mean, while we were all enjoying Thanksgiving meals, they were delivering stuff through the crappy weather. I've known a few. My son actually used to drive for a long time, and he would be out on the road 8-10 weeks, come home for 5 days, back 8-10 weeks, and again, that's a thankless job. So we did a little something for them too, put together packages, and we're making it better and better for them. So as a thank you to them, we built stuff for them so they can have it too. So we don't forget those guys either. So and by the way, Doug, thank you for your service.
Thank you.
Good deal. Yeah, I put you got several websites here. You got the dev.getoutdoors stuff.
Yeah, I sent that to you for development. If you want to put it up there, I can tell you a little bit about it real quick.
Yeah, I'm working on getting it opened up. It's saying I can't get there because my connection is not private. It's forbidden. They got it blocked every way to Sunday. They must not want me to get on there.
It's forbidden for you, huh?
Yeah, 403. Let me change browsers to see if I get in another way. Got two different browsers up here. See if this one goes through. No. They got it blocked out. You're going to have to get on them.
Let's see if I can. Let's see. Share screen.
You get it up on your side?
I can get it up on my side.
Huh.
Okay, so share screen.
That's not good.
Yeah, let's see. Share this screen 1, screen 2. Share. Oh, new steps. Yeah. It's crazy stuff you got to do to get all these things on, huh?
Yeah, you got to pick out which window you want to share there.
Okay, share screen. Okay, share screen. We're going to say screen 2 because that's that one. Share. Chrome has lost permission. I have mine up. Let's see. StreamYard, Matt Catalina, screen capture.
We can give you the site. I don't know if that's the trouble we run into. You got all these different.
Well, yeah, that one there is a development site. I give you so you could pop it up there if you could, but it's what's in development. It's almost all done right now.
Okay.
And that one, if you you have it up there. You can see where we have shooting, hunting, fishing, boating, outdoors, RVing, auto trucks, cycle roadsters, ATV, UTV, snow vehicles, farm and ranch, tools, work,
Wow.
apparel, and it's all drop down menus. They just drop down. And so what happens is, like, an individual that wants to post their gun, there's places they could go do that now.
I got your outdoor mail here.
Yep, and if you go to sign up for free, click on that one.
Uh-huh.
Okay.
Slowly she turns. There we go.
Yeah, and then scroll up there, and then you can say select an email domain.
Oh, okay.
Now you have choices there. Okay. Yeah.
You got Bass Fisher Pro, that'd be Doug. You got Deer Hunter, that'd be Doug. Hog Hunter, that'd be Doug. Well, you need a Duck Hunter, or is it Duck Hunter?
Yeah, I've got that, but I haven't put it up there yet.
Okay.
Veterans Mail, Preppers Mail. Yeah, we got all kinds of stuff.
That's cool.
Yeah, we just want everybody to be like, hey, I'm a duck hunter because duck hunters are duck hunters.
Yep.
And turkey hunters, man, they're turkey hunters. But deer hunters, a deer hunter could be a deer hunter, hog hunter. But if you're an avid duck hunter, you're ate up. You're just that guy that So we figured that would make them. I mean, I like to duck hunt, but I'm more of a deer hunter, hog hunter, elk. And when it comes to fishing, I always tell people fishing is fishing for me. I don't care if it's salt or fresh. I love them both. But yeah, we have a pull down menu. It tells you can see everything. But on the one that's the shooting, hunting, all that stuff, what I would say is individual. Like, an individual has a place to go. They can. I won't mention the name of the company, but if you want to list $1,000 gun for sale, it's more of an auction. And you put it up there. They say it's free to post it up there. Well, it costs you 15% of the first $200. That's part of the free. And then it's 7% of the anything after that on the sale. So if you sell $1,000 gun, you can see it's kind of expensive.
I know who you're talking about.
Mm-hmm.
So we just tell everybody, I don't care what you're selling. If you're an individual, it's $10 or 10%, whichever's less.
Okay.
So if you sell a $100 gun, if you sell a $50, widget, you pay me $5, right? So and then we have deals for businesses who do ATVs, UTVs, all that kind of stuff. We do packages for them that they can post. And the difference between ours too is you'll see a lot of them that do post. So you put 4 pictures up and you plain text, and that's all you put up there for that price, right? Well, we have as many pictures as you need to put up there. We got videos you can put up there, HTML editors, so we don't try to, when I go to a place and I want to look at a gun, if it's a used gun, you probably understand this, both of you.
Yep.
I like to see all the pictures. I want to see close up. If you got a scratch somewhere, I want to see it.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm buying it, right? I want to know where, in what area you're at, because I want to see how close you are, because I may want to drive over.
Yeah.
One of those things. But so, we try to just make it easy, usable, and we don't choose who you choose. I mean, because there's other companies, and we noticed we looked at everything everybody did and said, we're going to take all the bad stuff away and just use the stuff that's good.
Yeah.
And there's another company that basically if you and everybody out there, those say 20, 30, 40 merchants all have a 30-06 X-Bolt. They're all brand new in the box. Well, they're only going to show one of them, right? And then they're going to pick which merchant they give that sale to. I'm going to show all of them, and you pick whichever merchant you want, because that's not my business. My business is you post it, we show it, right? And it's up to you to pick who you want to buy it from. I'm not in the business of picking the merchant, so I don't make favorites. We just do this so that everybody has a fair shake and everybody gets a fair deal out there. And again, if you're on Get Outdoor stuff, you can have, I always call it the double whammy. You can have all your stuff posted here. And if we build your website, we promote both sites for you on a national level. So if you want to expand your reach, well, then that's what we'll do, is we'll expand your reach. Because I found out that there's some interesting stuff here recently, especially about bullets. 38 specials do not sell well in Texas. I got guys here that got boxes and boxes and boxes, and they can't sell.
Huh.
Popular round. But you say 6.5 Creedmoor, you ain't getting one. But he can sell those in Ohio.
Yeah.
And up in Indiana. Everybody wants 38 specials, but they can't get them. They're sold out.
Yeah.
So I got a couple of gun guys here, gun ammunition guys, that were sitting on like pallets of 38 specials they couldn't offload. Now we're going to get them offloaded for them. So that's the kind of beauty of what Get Outdoor Stuff does. Hey, you could get rid of stuff that you can't get rid of in your area, but somebody wants it somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what we're all about, is just helping the outdoor industry expand, helping. We're trying to reach out to the younger generation to get them to understand, hey, we do things different, yeah, but we're all about the outdoors and loving the outdoors, and we'd like to understand that we ain't bad people, right?
Yeah.
And that we're all Americans at the end of the day, and that's the way we should be acting. But right now, we're not acting like that. We're kind of we're in a bad place in this country right now, and we're just trying to do our best to make it better.
Yeah.
So
Keep our heads up and keep on trucking. That's all we can do. Is
exactly.
keep
Yep.
promoting freedom and Christianity and Christian beliefs and systems, and promoting the great outdoors,
Yep.
and let the chips fall where they will. Well,
Yeah.
Tony, we're going to have to wrap this up. I appreciate you coming on and telling us all about your business, and I definitely know that I'm going to be encouraging Doug. Looking at maybe moving us over there, because as you can see, we could get blocked at any point in time whenever the little eggheads out in Silicon Valley decide that they don't like us. So we need to try and move. Huh?
I like it. And Doug, you're from
Georgia. I live in Georgia.
Okay.
He's from Kentucky, but he lives in Georgia now.
Well, my partner's Alabama, so my Alabama boy will be talking to you about the technical aspects of it. And, at least they're south.
Sounds good.
Yeah. He was the other guy in the picture over there that you seen when you clicked on our website.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Yeah. So he still has a place in Alabama, but he lives here in Bowie too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Well, we appreciate it, Tony. Thank you for
All right,
your time.
gentlemen. Have a good one. Be blessed.
You have a good night.
Tony, nice meeting you.
All right. Nice meeting you.
All right. Well,
Cool.
yeah, I think we're going to need to migrate our stuff over there. Sounds like they got a good setup, and I'll let you take care of that technical stuff.
Yep.
Let's see here. Closing all this stuff out. Man, where are we at? Oh, are we down to... Oh, we want to thank our sponsors again, Primary Arms. If you want to know more about Primary Arms, you go to frn.deals, DEALS/PA. That helps out FRN, and it helps out Primary Arms. Also, we have some patches left, some stickers left, and if you want to buy those, I think Facebook has removed the store. I try to put it back in there again. I've had to do this like 3 times since Christmas, and it's getting a little frustrating. But I think we maybe we'll still get them on Facebook. Instagram went down. I had to put them back in there, so I don't know if that's back up. I haven't went back through and verified, but we've got a Subscribe Star too. So if you guys that wanted to donate, ask us to set up a Subscribe Star account. It's God and Guns, all spelled out, GODANDGUNS. If you want to be a Festus or a 22 or a 38, or we've got all the different levels, whatever you can afford.
The Festus.
The Festus. We got the Dirty Harry, and we got the Chuck Norris is the top of the heap. And so we appreciate all of you guys that donate and support us monthly with those donations. And then you got a few more, and then we've got the Arm System of the Week.
I do. PowerTac lights. Hey, you've heard us talk about if you're looking for a light for a weapon, for a rifle, pistol, a headlamp for hunting, or just a flashlight to carry in your pocket for everyday use, go check our buddies out at PowerTac Lights. If you use a promo code God and Guns, they'll give you 40% off for just listen to them. They got a lifetime warranty on them, so you can't go wrong. So go check our buddies out at PowerTac.com. Also, Crossbreed Holsters. I have one of my Crossbreed holsters right here. They have a holster for pretty much anything that you carry and any way you want to carry it. If you're carrying one, Troy and I both like the Super Tuck Deluxe. That's what we carry in 90% of the time or more, probably. They're just the most comfortable holsters you're ever going to get. So go check our buddies out, crossbreedholsters.com. Use the promo code G&G, get 10% off for just listening to the show. Also, Axelson Tactical. Hey, Axelson makes some precision tack driving ARs. They got AR-15s, AR-10s. They got bolt guns. They got custom pistols, all kind of stuff over there. High quality precision rifles, and they're just good stuff, man. So go check our friends out at AxelsonUSA.com and use the promo code God and Guns over there. They'll give you 10% off when you find something you like also. And last but not least, Palmetto State Armory. Now, they do not give us a promo code, but they are an affiliate sponsor of ours. So anything you buy through our affiliate link, they show us a little love back that goes back in to help our show. So if you're looking for AR parts, optics, whatever you're looking for, Palmetto State's probably got some stuff out there for you. So go check them out, PalmettoStateArmory.com.
All right. That brings us to the Armed Citizen of the Week.
All right. Armed Citizen this week comes to us from the DetroitNews.com in Detroit, Michigan. Homeowner and mother in Port Huron, Michigan, defended her property, self, and child when a burglar tried to force his way into the residence in the early morning hours of February the 28th. The incident occurred before 5 a.m. that Sunday morning when a woman was alerted by the sound of someone trying to force their way into her home. Fearing for the safety of herself and her small child, the woman armed herself with a gun and shot the intruder in the neck. The intruder then fled the property, walked down the street calling for help. The woman called police, and a short time later, they reported to the incident. Police had already received calls from other residents in the area to report a yelling, wounded intruder. The intruder was taken to a nearby hospital for treatment for his wounds. The woman told investigators that she had no idea who the man was or why he tried to enter her home. The investigation is still ongoing, and that came to us from DetroitNews.com in Detroit, Michigan.
That's one way to stop them, shoot them in the neck. Usually that's a pretty fatal shot.
Yeah.
I guess it must have been a low caliber. Didn't really say what caliber it was.
She could have nicked him, too.
Yeah. Maybe he learned his lesson and he'll turn his life around before it's too late. But maybe not. Good deal. Let's see. I think that's about it for the show. Thank you, Tim. We appreciate it. We've talked about everything I think we got to talk about. You got anything else, Doug, before we wrap it up?
I don't think so. If I start talking about anything today, I'll just get fired up again. We'll be on here for a while.
Yeah, we don't need to get up on soapbox. It's a little late. You got to work on radio when we get done. So,
yeah, I know, right?
Yeah, if you're a ham guy, let us know, and we will get you into the. If you're a ham guy and also still have a Facebook account, we will get you onto the God and Guns ham club, and we can talk stuff over there. And we're going to try to work out some way of having a ham net, some kind of a net, probably be some kind of a digital voice, so a DMR / Yaesu System Fusion net. We have a guy that's got a D-Star net up here in Kentucky that you can come in with your Fusion radios and talk on that. Local guy here that was born in our little county. So that's pretty cool. So we're going to try to get my node up as soon as I can. I was working on that tonight, so I just got to get the pole up and assemble the antenna and crimp the ends on the coax, and then I'll be ready to go on that. So that's pretty much all the ham stuff we're going to talk about tonight. We're going to wrap it up. Send your feedback to Troy at GuyandGunsPodcast.com or
Doug at GodandGunsPodcast.com.
please tell your friends about us because we ain't paying Facebook to get that done. And leave us an iTunes review and like us on Facebook at Facebook.com/GuyandGunsPodcast. Subscribe and follow us on YouTube and search for us on Instagram. And we have a Webkin page and I have a personal Webkin page, and that's really problematic. I mean, it's just overloaded, I think, is the problem with it. But I still post stuff over there, try to post stuff all the time. We have a MeWe account, and that's pretty active. Our MeWe account is probably the most active site outside of Facebook. Twitter took us off and kicked us off of there, so we're not on Twitter anymore. Our website is GuyandGunsPodcast.com. So until next time, Doug, have a blessed week.
And keep your guns close, but keep your Bibles closer.
Good night, all.
Y'all have a good night.